Hello. Today I'm going to be going through every single episode, I guess you could call it, of The Long Man. For those who haven't heard of it, which unless you're Japanese 6 years ago, you'll probably have no idea what it is, but it was basically this kind of advert kind of thing. It's like you had one advert which would then link up to another advert which would then link to another advert, and it was like a mini series but in advert form. And all it's advertised is this kind of long gummy thing. Long gummy. That's it. But whoever made these adverts decided to go all in and make a full kind of series of adverts, all linking up with one another, that tell some sort of story. So we're going to run through it today because I don't know what else to do. I discovered this recently and I don't know how it's not won some sort of award. So without further ado, let's venture into the saga of the Long Man.
どうしたの？
トールさんが避ける組咲いてる時の顔が好き。
そう？
もっと長く見てたいな。
Long man.
危ないねあの人。
避ける組対長い避ける組。
So that's episode 1 of this kind of advert Long Man series. So like I said, it's advertising this kind of long gummy. You can get it in mini form, and then you can also get it in a long form where you can rip it, whatever the hell. So the story starts with this woman, and I assume what is her boyfriend, are sitting there and they're eating these little gummies, and she's like, oh man, these gummies are good, but I wish they could be longer. Lo and behold, out appears the Long Man, which you can tell by the tune Long Man. And then she seems clearly attracted to the fact that rather than her boyfriend's small gummies, the Long Man here has a long gummy. So that's kind of the nitty gritty of the start of the story. Now we can get on to episode 2. I'll call them episodes.
わあ、キリンさんが見てテナガザル。こっちはゾウさんだ。
ちーちゃんは長いのが好きなんだね。
別に意識してるわけじゃないけど。
気のせいか。
Long man.
前にも言ったねあの長い人。
避ける組対長い避ける組。
So that was episode 2 of the Long Man series, I'll call it. So this time they're at a zoo and they're looking at all the animals, and she's like, wow, a giraffe, wow, whatever that, a monkey, I can't remember the name of it. And then her boyfriend kind of catches on. She's talking about the giraffes and the elephants, and her boyfriend's like, oh, so you seem to like long things. Lo and behold, there's that little jingle, the Long Man's jingle, we'll call it, and there he is peeling away this long gummy once again. She seems attracted to Long Man. Her boyfriend thinks he's a weirdo. The Long Man is trying to look sexy in some sort of way, which I'm not gonna lie, I am kind of a wreck. Now we can move on to episode 3 of the Long Man.
出先で避ける組のマンゴー見つけてさ。
本当？
バイク便で送ったから。そろそろ吹くと思うよ。
そう。すごいタイミング。
サインお願いします。
Long man.
ちーちゃん聞こえてる？
あ、届いたよ。ありがとう。
マンゴー味珍しいからたくさん買ったんだ。今度2人で食べようね。おーい、ちーちゃん。
避ける組対長い避ける組。
Now this is where everything starts to go a bit AWOL, a bit out of control. The Long Man has showed up at her house disguised as a delivery driver. He's got the long sticking out of his pocket, and she's like, oh my god, it's the Long Man, I can't believe it. Oh my god, oh my god. So she's on the phone with her boyfriend. He says he's found a mango, this Sakaru gummy. Mango flavor apparently is rare. He bought a bunch of them, whatever, he wants to eat them with her. But she is more invested in the Long Man's long basic one than her boyfriend's small rare exotic one. Now we get to see what happens in the next episode.
それ触ってみてもいいですか？
どうぞ。
長い。これどうやって咲くんですか？
こんな風に。
Long man.
ダメ。
すいません。避ける組対長い避ける組。
So even though everyone watching knows it's wrong, and they know it's wrong, she still wants to tear up his long and put his long in her mouth and touch his long. It sounds really inappropriate. Now we get to move on to the next episode where it might get a little bit dramatic, where she's been having a little fun time with the long man, and her boyfriend gets back home.
はーい。
電話出ないから心配になって。
ちょっと寝込んでて。
これ持ってきたから一緒に食べよう。
今日は。ちょっと待って、今はダメ。
Long, long, my.
あいつが来てたんだ。
違うの。
避ける組隊長い避ける組
I was in distraught the first time I saw this, drowning in a tub full of my own tears. My heart breaks for this innocent man. He's got home. Can you imagine getting home to your girlfriend or your wife or whoever, and you look in your bed and you see the long man's long? It's heartbreaking. It truly is heartbreaking. So he's now come to discover the long man's been in his house, been in his bed. You saw there his girlfriend and the long man were sharing a long. Lo and behold, I'm sure at the end of it they kissed. Maybe even he stuck his personal long in her personal hole. But now let's move on and find out what happens next.
ちーちゃん、どうして俺じゃなくてこいつなんだよ。
それは。
ああ、そうかい。長けりゃいいのかい。ビロー。
やめて、グミがかわいそう。
ビロよ。ちーちゃん。
黙っててごめん。実は私もう長くないの。だから長いものを見ると安心できるの。
避ける組隊長い避ける組
So now we get to find out why she prefers long things from the long man. It's because she only has a short amount of time to live for some reason. I don't know, she looks like she kind of almost passed out at the end there. She's not got long to live, so she feels assured, as she says, when she's looking at long things. So he tries stretching his short into a long.
どうしてそんな猿芝居したの？目移りするの地位の悪い癖だよ。
だって長いんだもん。
長さに騙されてんじゃねえよ。
え？
避けるグミ一袋分並べていくとほら同じ長さになるの。食べやすいようにわざわざ切ってあるんだよ。
トールさん優しい。
避ける組隊長い避ける組
So her friend just made the discovery of the year. Her friend found out that rather than having one guy with one long, she can have multiple guys that have multiple shorts. So yes, it's mind-blowing to her that if you stack many things on top of each other, it makes a long thing, technically. So I assume she's gonna go try get back with the boyfriend she cheated on. Also maybe pull in a couple of other short guys.
ちーちゃん聞いてもいい？
何？
プロポーズってどんな風にされたい？
え？
正直に言ってごらん。
フラッシュモブは嫌かな。なんかこっぱずかしいし。フラッシュモブ以外で。
ちーちゃん、僕と結婚。
Long, my.
耳長っ。
避ける組隊長い避ける組
So she got back with a boyfriend. She doesn't want multiple short things. She's come to realize that one short thing is always good. Remember that. Being short's not always bad. You know, my dad's short. And so what? My dad's 5'4". So they get back together and then he proposes to her. I don't know what he'd done with that, with the two short things. I don't know why he put them in a cross, and I don't know why everyone ran away. But at the end of the day, he proposed to her, and just before she got her answer out, you can see how long the bunny's ears are, and it reminds her of the long man. However, we didn't see him. You can hear his little jingle, you know, long man, which usually means he's around, but we couldn't see him. Or could we? Let's move on.
ちーちゃん。
ダメ。結婚式までお預け。
シェー。おやすみ。
おやすみ。
食べるとおしめください。
Long, my.
どちらまで
どうして？
は？
すいません。やっぱり忘れられない。
避ける組隊長い避ける組
Now she's having some sort of PTSD. I don't know where she's going in the taxi, but she's sitting in the taxi. Oh, bye, boyfriend. Oh, I'm not giving you a little kissy kiss till we're married. So that's all fine. She puts her seatbelt on, and she has some PTSD, and she sees the seatbelt as a long long. Then she looks at the taxi driver, and Jesus Christ, it's the long long man. However, then it turns out it's not actually the long long man. She's just got a fucking messed up brain after having sex with or just. But it turns out she still has feelings for the long long man, hence keeping a long long with her in her bag. So next episode is the marriage. So now we get to see what happens at the wedding. We're all invited.
叫んじゃねえぞはたぼうよ
Long, long
Oh shit. So the long long man is pulled up in his long long car with his long long coat with a flower full of long longs, and it comes to light that she has not forgotten about him. She still is in love with the long long man and his very own long long, much to the shock and surprise of everyone at the wedding. So she runs over to him. Oh, I knew you'd come for me. Oh, and her boyfriend is shocked.
私長い間あなたのこと待ってたの。トールさんごめんなさい。私のことは忘れて。分かったでしょ。私はひどい女なの。
ああもうやだどうしていつも俺の前に現れるんだよ
一目見た時から君のことが
long, long
トール君
俺嘘だろ
高いったのに。どうして？
僕らはきっと分かり合える
触ってみてもいいですか
ああきっとみんな分かり合える避ける組長い避ける組
Holy shit. Right, so the long long man's gay. It turns out the long long man is into guys that have short things, and the short thing guy wants to touch the long long man's long long. The long long man was a delivery driver. The long long man was in the bunny costume. The long long man was secretly in love with the gentleman. That's the last episode of this kind of series. That's all there is to it. I saw it last night and I kind of watched through them all, and I just thought it was funny, so I wanted to make a video on it. It's the most useless, stupid video I've made yet, but I'm happy with it. It's funny. Anyway, that's it for me. Whether or not I'll ever order some long longs and maybe even some shorts, I have no idea. I've already got a long long, so I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, that's it for me. Bye bye.